Mode.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So excited to be your host this evening for our Sunday night leadership training. This is a very important part of our GWT culture where you come together on a Sunday evening and hear from the best of the best. And tonight is no exception. We have an awesome trainer in our presence tonight, a woman who is actually very close to my heart. My name is Karen Henry. I'm a diplomat from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm so pleased and honored to be your host for this evening and to introduce a very, very special lady. Actually, she's the Ambassador of the Month. She's stepped up into leadership, and I'm so proud of her, and that is so important about these Sunday night leadership calls, and we got all kinds of animals and everybody else joining us this evening. But thank you all for being here, and this is about, learning from the best of the best, these special tips, special trainings from people that have been there and done it, and they want to share what we all need to know. Angele Prefontaine, who is our Ambassador of the Month, is going to be talking about our My5, our three-way calls, and edification, and how to do a proper testimonial. And these are all important components of your business, and learning those skills and learning those tips tonight. Sorry, we just have a few doggies wanting to join us. But and then we have a very special CDSE review from some of the top leaders that have been there and experienced this very amazing weekend that has just happened. So we're going to be hearing from some very special guests right after Angele has shared her training on My5 and three-way calls and edification. So hold on to your hats tonight, guys. It's going to be a very special call. Thank you all for being here, no matter where you are in the world. This is very, very important part of our GWT culture, and good for you for getting on the call and for bringing your teams on the call. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Angele Prefontaine. I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing lady, amazing leader, and she's going to share with you some of her special information. Thanks, Angele.
Thank you so much, Karen. It's such a wonderful opportunity I have to be the Ambassador of the Month this month and also do this training tonight. And we've got an awesome weekend. I mean, there's so much been happening with the company, the CDSE by the Sea. I can't wait to hear from our leaders, our ambassadors, regional ambassadors, national ambassadors, and find out all about what happened yesterday at the CDSE by the Sea. But we're going to get started right away. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to talk about My5, three-way calling, edification, and also the 2-minute story. So it's so important. This training is unbelievably important to having a successful business, and we can't underestimate the power of these tools. Many do not take these practices seriously, and therefore they do not have the success and results that they expect. So we're going to talk about how to do these things effectively, creating a 2-minute story, testimonial about yourself, and how to share others' testimonials and 2-minute stories, and how to edify people properly. These are skills that we all need to master with our GWT business to guarantee success. And once you have mastered these skills, it will make it so much easier to build and grow your business. So we want to talk a little bit about proper edification, but firstly, our My5. We need to talk about who we're edifying, and we're talking about our My5 most of the time. Sometimes it's somebody else who's important in our business, a business partner, but typically we need to recognize who our my five are. So if we don't know who they are, we need to talk to our upline, we need to talk to who sponsored us into the business or our ambassador, and find out who they are. Now, these are people who will be supporting us in our business, who will get on these three-way calls with us and help us to build our business. Because of course we know that there's no member left behind in our GWT business. So that's our culture. So we want to make sure that we know who our My Five is. We need to make sure we know all their names, their contact information, phone numbers, email address. It's vital to your success and be in constant communication with your My Five. These are experienced leaders in the company who can be supporting you and can be helping you. You can be learning from them on a constant day-to-day basis when you're sharing your business and everything. And a lot of people have issues when they're first starting. You know, I don't know how, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to say it, what do I do? And this is why we have a My Five. This is why we have, you know, why we want third-party credibility when we're sharing. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we move along. But make sure you identify your My Five, have a conversation with who sponsored you, or have a conversation with your upline, whether it be another ambassador who is your upline or a regional ambassador. Contact whoever they are and find out who your My Five are and establish that, get their contact information. It's so very, very important. And you know, the My Five is who we're going to be contacting when it comes to building our business, when we are, you know, using three-way calls to establish third-party credibility. So we know that no member is left behind, and our culture means you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. And your My Five is there to support your success. So you want to make sure you find out who they are, and you want to make sure that you can properly edify them for three-way calls and training support for your success. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to edify people, what we do, and sort of the order and how we do it. So third-party validation is perhaps one of the most important parts of your business, your network marketing business. And it's a subtle but such a powerful element of your success in your business. And you know, it's so interesting that we know that we can talk to family members, friends, co-workers, and they'll look at us, but if we have somebody else sharing the same information that, you know, isn't so close to us, it's amazing how people respond. So there's so many benefits of three-way calling and using third-party credibility. So proper edification is very, very important. Now, what is edification? Edification is basically you know, sort of identifying the person that you're going to be bringing on the call and sharing their story with the person in a very positive way. And of course, we want to share the story that benefits us in our business, right? We want to talk to our prospect about this person. We want to share with them their, you know, their why, how they succeeded, what they did, when they started, how they did it, what they're doing, and sort of basically what their lifestyle is now. And you know, people are typically wowed by a proper edification. They're like, I want to listen to what this person has to say. I want to know what they've done to get to where they are now. So it is so important to introduce your My Five or someone else who is supporting you on a three-way call properly. We want to wow the prospect. And we do it, and when we edify our My Five, we do this to establish third-party credibility. And third-party credibility is one of the most powerful tools we use to build our business. And we need to establish third-party credibility when you're too close to the prospect. Like I said, if it's a family member, coworker, or friend, and they typically don't accept what we are saying. If it's a stranger, you know, to hear the same thing we're saying, they probably accept it more than they would accept what we say as a truth. So we need to use this tool when we are not getting through to somebody. So a three-way calling is so, so important. So introducing your prospect to someone whom they think has more success and or knowledge is the key. So you want to make sure you show respect to your upline, and your prospect will do the same. So poor edification simply kills your business, but proper edification and third-party credibility switches the prospect's mind from listening and judging what it is that you're saying to listening and understanding what it is that you are saying. So, you know, we want to talk about introducing your upline to your prospect, and the better you are at doing this, the more success that you will have. So firstly, it's very, very important to inform your upline in advance before scheduling a call. For example, you know, if you're, you know, talking to a prospect and they're interested in the business, you want to make sure that your upline is aware that you want to put them on a call. Not that they wouldn't be happy to do a three-way call with you if you called them spontaneously, but this way they're organized. You prepared them. You've spoken to them about who your prospect is, you know, maybe a little bit about them. What do they do for a living? Do they have children? Where do they work? You know, all of these things. What is their why? Because it's so important to relate to your prospect. And when the upline knows these details or a little bit about your prospect, they can establish a connection very quickly with your prospect. And this is key. You know, Ramin always talks in forensic about like and trust, and it's so important in our business. And we know that that is key to having people join us. Like and trust is the fundamental element of growing your GWT business. So once you establish that, then you know, your business will fly. It'll duplicate, it will grow, it will skyrocket. So we want to make sure that your upline is aware and familiar with who they're going to be talking to. So this is really, really, really important. So you want to give your upline some advance notice before you're scheduling a call, ideally 24 to 48 hours. And obviously the very best time to do a call with your upline is directly after the prospect has seen the tour. So for example, if you knew that you were going to be sharing the tour with somebody at 4 o'clock, you would say to your upline, you call the upline and you say, listen, I got this prospect on the line, this is who they are, this is the information about them, this is where they work, this is what they do, and you know, I'm going to call probably about 4:30. Does that work for you? So the upline is aware. They know who it is that you've been talking to. They know who it is who has seen the tour, and they are there and ready to support you and help you build your business. So this is really, really important. So like I said, the very best time to do the call with your upline is directly after the prospect has seen the tour. And you know, you want to keep in touch also with your upline and make sure that if the time has changed, that you let them know. You keep in touch, you know, via email, text, Facebook. Let them know where you're at. If you're delayed, if it's switched, you can't expect, your uplines are busy and they're so happy to support you, but at the same time they're building their business and they have commitments as well. So you want to be respectful of your upline, and you want to make sure that they're available for you. And the only way that you can ensure that they're available for you is if you are in touch with them and making sure that they are updated as to the time and what you've got going on and who it is that you're speaking to. So also very important to let your upline know as much as you know about your prospect. And also preparing your upline about your prospect is key to a successful call. Like I said, you want to make sure that they know, and as well, if your prospect has any objections, maybe you're new in the business and maybe you haven't quite been able to answer all their questions. You want to make sure that your upline knows some of the questions they may have had so they can help you to answer them. You also want to know if there are objections on the call if you're the upline. Let's say, you're talking to somebody and they're interested, but they go on to say, oh, I just don't know how I could do this. I don't have a lot of time. So that's an objection. So your My5, your upline, is prepared for these types of objections and can help you handle them. And your job as the LC that is sharing with your upline and bringing your upline on a three-way call, whether you're experienced or not, or you're new in the business, your job is to listen and learn. Always to listen and learn from your upline. You want to make sure that you're sitting back and you're listening to everything that they're saying. You're making notes. You're making notes on the questions that your prospect is asking. Not only are you making notes on the answers that your My5 are giving, but you're making notes on the questions and you're thinking about it. And this is how we learn. And I know that I've listened to an awesome training by Leor Scaler, who is our awesome regional ambassador. And he did a training recently on the same thing that I'm talking about tonight. And it's so important. Like, you want to listen, you want to learn, and you're always learning. In this business, you can only get better, and you can only get better if you are listening and learning. So we know that like and trust is more quickly established if the upline asks personal questions as well, or comments directly about your prospect's issues. So if your prospect has, like I said, if they have objections or questions, if the upline knows what they are and they can address them right away, then very quickly relatability is established, common ground is established, the understanding environment is established, and your prospect is then put at ease very quickly. And they're not sort of sitting through the call going, what is this all about? Their issues are addressed, and that's so important. So whatever we can do to quickly relate to the prospect is ideal. So we want to share with our upline as much as we know, like I said, about the prospect, and we also want to make sure that any questions or issues that they may have, or reluctance, objections that they may have about the business, are addressed very quickly by the upline, because you may or may not have had the opportunity to go through that with them, or maybe you weren't quite sure how to handle it. And we learn through listening. We learn and we grow through being guided by our amazing upline. So this is why it's so important to bring people on to three-way calls very quickly. Like I said, immediately after the tour. is shown. You want to bring somebody on for third-party credibility. This is somebody who you've been working with. This is somebody who's had success in some way, shape, or form. This is somebody who is, maybe experiencing, success in a lifestyle that this person is looking for. And most people are looking for more in their lives. They're looking for time freedom. They're looking for financial freedom. They're looking to, have long-term residual income. And we have an opportunity that's unlike no other in the world. So we're so fortunate to be able to be sharing this gift. And it's very interesting, often people say, oh, I have such a hard time, I don't want to sell, I can't do that, I can't say that. I'm like, you don't know. You have to change your mindset. You have to shift it. You have to think about the fact that you are sharing a gift, that you are actually providing somebody with an opportunity for them to change their lives. So if you don't look at it yourself as selling, as pushing, as oh my gosh, they don't want to hear that from me. No, they need to hear it from you because they're not happy, they're not satisfied. So if you change your focus from, oh, I don't want to be pushy, I don't want to share, to I need to share, this is awesome, this will be helping these people, then you'll find that you're much more confident in talking about it and sharing it. So that's really, really important. So on the three-way call, we want to introduce the upline to your prospect first. Okay, so you want to introduce the upline to the prospect, the upline to your prospect, and then you want to introduce the prospect to your upline. So you always want to say a little bit about your prospect and a lot about your upline. Okay, so you want to talk to your upline prior to the call and make sure if there's a certain topic you want your upline to focus on, or you want them to share their story, whatever it is, you want to make sure that they know in advance what your expectations are and what this person is looking for on the call. And you should be able to sort of figure that out. If not, have a conversation with your upline and they'll help you determine. So edification is so important. So if you have edified your upline effectively, your prospect will be wowed. They will definitely want to listen to what this person has to say. And if they have the perception from your edification that your upline is successful with the company, they have a ton of information to share, they'd be a great support if they joined, great coach, mentor, they know what they're doing, they're successful in life, and they are experiencing a wonderful lifestyle as a result of DWT, and they think they could teach them something about how to succeed, they will be excited. So the prospect will make the shift then from listening to judge to listening to understand. And these are two completely different things. So the edification is hugely important. So we want to make sure that we are edifying to the max, and making sure that we are sharing with our prospect who our upline are, how awesome they are, what they've done, the hard work that they put in to get to where they are today, and what they've been through. So not just that they're super successful and that they have all of this and are doing all this and that, but they've been where they've been. They started out where they've started, and so there's relatability there. There's a commonality for our prospect, and so they can say, wow, like, oh my gosh, like, oh, 5 years ago you did that and now you're doing this, well, isn't that amazing? And they listen and they're excited about it. So the more you can say about your upline, the more you can make the prospect understand how special they are. And so you want to make sure you also show a lot of respect for all of the hard work that they have done to get the where they are today. And really, when you're edifying your upline, you should be making the upline blush. I mean, seriously, make the upline say to themselves, wow, is this person really talking about me? Am I this fabulous and fantastic? I mean, that should be the extent of the edification. Once the upline has been edified and once it's been done, then that's it for you. You put yourself on mute and let the upline take it from there. So when you're on mute, what are you doing? You are listening to understand as well. You are listening to educate yourself. You're listening to hear what kind of questions the upline is asking, as well as listening to their responses when the prospect is asking the question. So this is really important because I've learned so much personally from listening to my upline talk about things. And I mean, that's how I learn. That's how I can talk about things. And I'm constantly on webinars listening to trainings and saying, wow, like, oh, I didn't know that. That's fantastic. And I'm always open to learning. So this is so important for your business, especially if you're new. You want to make sure that you are always, always, always open to learning, that you are there and available to hear, to learn, to see what people are doing to achieve their success. So your job always on these three-way calls are, number one, to inform your upline about the call. Number two, inform your upline about who your prospect is and some information about them, and set a time with them and establish a good time that you can get together and have a conversation. And then your job is to listen. And if you do these things, you will have experience incredible success. Three-way calls, third-party credibility is crucial, crucial, crucial to your business. So you want to make sure that you're doing this all effectively. So one of the things that we talk about is the edification. So, okay, well, so how do I edify my five? How do I do it? What do I say? What's the right thing to say? How am I going to wow my prospect? Well, you're going to wow your prospect by sharing your My Five story. And how you do that is by contacting your upline and saying, can you send me your edification? Every single person in this business should have their own edification. They should have a little story about themselves, when they started in the business, how they got it started, who introduced them, what is their why? Why are they doing this business? What are they looking to achieve? As well as some of their accolades. What have they achieved? Who are they? Like, if I'm going to edify Lear Scalar, I'm absolutely going to be telling every single person that I'm talking to who he is and why he started, but I'm also going to say he's a shareholder of the company. He's a President's Cup winner of the company. He's a multiple award winner of the company. He's a mentor. He's a leader. He's a trainer. He's an incredible support. I'm going to be sharing all of these things about him also. So that's part of the testimonial. That's part of the edification. That's part of the story. So you want to make sure that your 2-minute story consists of when you got started in your business. So for example, the number of months or years you got started, why you started your business. So for example, if it was more, you wanted to, have more financial freedom, more money, more time with family, you wanted to reduce your stress, or you'd like to travel, whatever it is, if you're looking for secure retirement with true long-term residual income, whatever the reasons are, that's part of it. And then you also want to talk about in your 2-minute story who introduced you to the business. Was it a friend? Was it a family member, coworker, etc.? And of course, like I said, you want to make sure that your achievements are there. What have I done? What have I accomplished? Maybe you think it's nothing, but let me tell you, your upline will tell you what you've achieved. What you've done, let's say all it is you joined the business. You wanted to make a change in your life. That's exciting. That's something. That's an achievement. That's an achievement for many. So don't look at your story and think that you don't have one. Everybody has one. Everybody has a focus when they start this business. Everybody has a vision. Maybe for some it's clearer than others. Maybe for some they have it written down. They may have a vision board. We all talk in forensic. Okay, what do we need to do? How do we get there? What are we going to say? What are we going to do? How are we going to achieve this? But we all have a story, and we all need to make sure that we have it written down and we can share it. So you can inspire the prospects by letting them know that you understand who they are, and where they're at, because we've all been there, right? So this is really, really important. So in our 2-minute story, our prospect is actually relating to us. They're looking up to our My 5 and saying, wow, that's incredible. But we also know that they're listening to the story and knowing that this person started here and now they're here. And so it makes them see that, wow, I'm here, and then, oh, one day maybe I could be there. I could be where that person is. So it's all about relatability. So you want to share with them also yourself, like what you did. Like, I didn't want this anymore. This is what I wanted to change. This is what I wanted to happen for me. This is what I wanted for my life. This is what I wanted for my future. And this is why I made these decisions. This is why I chose what I chose. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So we all have a story, and we want to make sure that we write it down. So those are the things that we want to make sure that are in our story. So we want to know when you started your business, why you started your business, and who introduced you to the business, as well as what you've achieved, what you're looking for, what you've done, what you've accomplished. And this is really, really, really important. So now, just to sort of summarize what we talked about, so you want to make sure that you write down your 2-minute story and read it or share it with your upline to review it, because it's really important, because they can add things for you, or they can say, oh, you don't remember that you did this, or you accomplished this, or oh, maybe you could add this, and that would be great. And so you want to make sure that you have your 2-minute story established. And then when it gets to the point where you have a prospect and you want to get them on a 3-way call, you want to contact the chosen upline for the 3-way call. So earlier I was talking about relatability, and I was saying that, the call, sometime, you've got somebody on the call who's, maybe they're a young mother. Maybe they're looking to be at home and work from home, and you're going to say, well, oh, okay, who would best relate to that person? Well, so then that's who you choose. Like, personally, if I had somebody who was in their mid-30s and had an IT background and wanted financial freedom, and it was some guy, I would say, oh, well, probably Renee or Lear would be the best choice for me to call for that, for that call, and have them relate to that person. So think about what your person's why is, what your prospect's why is, and then select your upline accordingly. And it helps, you know, like for example, if I had an awesome Asian lady who was interested in the business, I'd 100% put her on a call with our amazing regional ambassador, Sherry Zhao, and she could relate to her and you know, share with her her story, and that would be very powerful. So that's really, really important. So relatability is important, so you want to make sure that you contact the chosen upline for the three-way call 24 to 48 hours before the call, and you want to share the information about your prospect also with your upline. Like I said, make sure that they know what their why is, what their job status is, who they are, a little bit about them, and you also want to make sure you know your upline's 2-minute story. So before you put your upline on a call, you want to make sure that you can edify them, that you know what to say about them, and that your prospect will be wowed by what you say. So that's really, really important. So if you don't know, get your upline to send you their edification. It's been awesome for me being Ambassador of the Month. I've been introducing so many different people on so many different calls, doing all these trainings. I'm like, send me your edification. Like, it's really important to me that I'm sharing the awesomeness of that person. So you want to be able to share the awesomeness of your upline. So make sure that you get the story from them if you don't have it, and be in touch with your upline to confirm the approximate time of the call, and then just do the tour and get on the call. And that's all it is. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. You want to make sure that you have a 2-minute story, that you know your upline's 2-minute story. You want to use the three-way calling as the incredible tool that it is. It'll help provide you with third-party credibility. It'll give you the edge that you need to build. And so I'm all done. I want to thank you so very much for your time tonight. It's been incredible being Ambassador of the Month. I've so enjoyed it, and I want to you know, thank all of my upline for their incredible support. And I know that we have some awesome leaders, ambassadors, regional ambassadors, national ambassadors on our call tonight to share with us about some incredible events this weekend. I'm just going to pass the call back to our awesome host tonight, Karen Henry, and she's just going to get the call going. But thank you very, very much for everything tonight. It's been a pleasure training you, and I wish you all a wonderful night. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was amazing. I'm so proud of you, Angele. You know, this is a woman that has never been in this industry before, and believe me, has become an amazing student of the industry and just an incredible leader, as you can all know and tell by this training and all the different trainings you've been doing throughout your career with GWT. I'm just so proud of you. And, you know, just to stress the importance of this training that you've done, the significance of three-way calling, I can't stress it enough, how your business will grow exponentially if you trust that system and you use that advice that Angele has given so beautifully, and really, really utilize the support systems that are here for you with these amazing leaders in our business. This company, I've never seen, I've been in the industry for 25 years, I've never seen support systems in place. It comes right down from our CEO and our VP of product development right down to everyone here involved. It is just the whole system of no member left behind and cooperatively building together. No one, there's not a person in this company that if you reach out, you're not going to get incredible support to help you build this business. So Angele, I'm so proud of you. I know we have some amazing leaders on the call. I just want to open it up. We've just had an incredible event, CDSE by the Sea, for our CDSE group, which is our diplomats and ambassadors and regional ambassadors. I know some of them want to share what that experience was. I was so sorry that I wasn't there, but we just want to hear from you what happened in that weekend, because we know it's going to be amazing. So please share, whoever would like to.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Karen Henry, for hosting tonight, doing a great job as usual. And congratulations, Angele. That was a rock star training that you did tonight. Great, very, very important information that has allowed many people to have success in this company by using the edification and the three-way calls effectively. And, you did a great job training people how to use three-way calls, how to edify people. And, if everybody on this call takes what you shared tonight and uses it in their business, we will be pumping out 10K monthly earners very, very quickly. So very professional and great training from Angele. And Angele and Karen, two of our powerhouse leaders over there in Winnipeg, Canada. Congratulations to both of you for a stellar Sunday night webinar tonight. My name is Lior Scaler, Regional Ambassador here from Canada. For those of you who don't know me, I just want to quickly share some comments coming in for Angele. We have our Ambassador Vernisha Charles Jones from St. Lucia saying, thank you, Angele. You were an exemplary Ambassador of the Month. This was really valuable training and will use it to reproduce in my team. So already fantastic comments coming in for Angele's training tonight. And we wanted to share with everybody the excitement that happened yesterday at the CDSE by the Sea event. This was an event that was put on by our CEO, Ramin Mezgarlu, and Senior VP of Product Development, Sanaz Human, to share with us the Phase 5 announcements. What is happening in Phase 5 that's going to take the company to the next level in the home stretch to the billion-dollar company that we're all looking forward to, that is very quickly approaching. And wow, I just have to say, incredible. If you thought that our compensation plan is already the best in the world, which it is, it's going to go to a whole other level. More people are going to be getting paid faster. I know it's unbelievable because we already have a compensation plan that pays more and faster than any other one in the world. And so the fact that it's even getting better is just ridiculous. If you think that our bonuses are incredible with the luxury car program and exotic car program and the luxury vacations, well, it's going to take a whole other level now, opening it up to more and more people to be able to live the luxury lifestyle that this industry promises and that this company delivers on. So, I can't wait for everybody to be able to hear the Phase 5 announcements. I wish that we can share more and more knowledge and information with everybody, but the news will be released very, very soon in the next couple of weeks on Phase 5. And I want to open up the floor right now to some people who were there. As you can see, we had a lot of fun. You can see we did some bowling. We did some go-karts. We have the Minnesota team. We have Mr. Happy, Dustin Lee. They drove 15 hours from Minnesota just to be able to participate in the events that we have. We have right over there our national ambassador and myself in the go-karts. Had a lot of fun racing up and down. And, this is the kind of company that we're in, the company that takes care of the people who are putting in their effort. And it all goes back to no member left behind. You put in 100%, the company will give you 200%. You do what you need to do to build your business, the company will reward you. And so, this was the rewards for all the people who achieved diplomat, ambassador, regional ambassador, national ambassador. We get rewarded for building our businesses as if we needed to get even more rewards. I think the residual income and the lifestyle is enough, but the company just keeps giving and giving to really give us the quality of life and the lifestyle that we've all been looking for. So I'm excited. I'm blown away. I can't wait for everybody to hear more. And I wanted to unmute some other regional ambassadors and national ambassadors who were at the CDSE event to share their thoughts with you. I see that we have Mr. Sean Haynes, who's at the regional center in Toronto with a group of people there. And I know that he was very excited with all the announcements yesterday. So I'm going to have Sean and anybody else from the center who wants to share their thoughts as well.
Hello, Lior. We're here. We had a great training tonight with our diplomat, Robert Watterson, and I also have our regional ambassadors, Bella Jeanette and Sarah Wang here, who will share. First, I want to congratulate Angele. Phenomenal training tonight, Angele, and you did an amazing job this month as Ambassador of the Month. Well, you know, yesterday's event is unbelievable. You know, Lior, we've been around long enough where we've seen every single year this company just gets better and better. Our CEO and our senior VP, you know, what they do, what they put in for all of us just keeps taking the company to another level. And, you know, our first almost 10 years, I mean, we've set all kinds of records, created all kinds of accolades, created an infrastructure for the most stable, most solid company in the history of network marketing, you know, a company that produces residual income at a level that's never been seen before. Yet, none of that compares to what's coming in phase 5. You know, if you think that people have had success in this company, if you think you've seen amazing things happen in this company, it's nothing compared to what's coming in phase 5. We haven't even scratched the surface of the momentum that this company is going to produce. We haven't even scratched the surface of the millionaires and the 10K earners this company is going to produce. So yesterday, I think it was just, and our Ambassador Sean Singh said, it's not insane anymore. It's simply ludicrous what's being brought out for us in phase 5. It's going to change so many lives around the world as we complete the vision, you know, of our CEO going to the billion and creating millionaires, creating 10K earners, and giving back, which is very important. We know that's our CEO's ultimate vision, to give more. And so that's what phase 5 is about. Yesterday was just so much fun being with our leaders, and then the go-karting, the bowling, you know, we just had an absolute blast. And now I can't wait for July 9th to 11th, the Forensic Networker weekend is going to be absolutely insane. And when everyone in our company, everyone in the world learns about phase 5, just watch out. You're going to see people lining up to join this company. And if you're positioned today on your IA and you're, you know, focused on moving forward, I'm telling you, your business is going to explode overnight. So get yourself to the seminar, whether you're there live or on the live stream. That's going to be 3 days. That's going to change your life, and just so excited. All I can say, to the billion, maybe to the trillion by the time phase 5 is finished. So I'm going to pass it now. We have our regional ambassadors, Sarah Wang and Bella Jeanette here, so I'm going to pass it on and let them share their thoughts on the great weekend.
Hi everyone, this is Sarah Wang. Yesterday was such an amazing, eye-opening experience. Not only do we work hard, but we play hard as well. And all the information is actually, we can't share it until Forensic, but there's going to be tons of like amazing announcements that's going to be on. So I can't wait for Forensic. I can't wait for phase 5 to happen. And you know, we're going to shot to the billion. All right.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, all the LCs around the world. I just wanted to say that if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, you're going to be missing out big time. If you're really serious about your business, honestly, you need to be at the Forensic, because it's one thing for us to share not only what we've learned or what we're going to be learning at the forensic, but it's not the same hearing phase 5, you know, like with like you hearing it and somebody else telling you. Like, it's just, there's so much, and all I can say is welcome to the billion, okay? Because that's where we're heading after we release phase 5. So we're so excited about it. I know we can't share any details yet, but just trust us. You know, I've been here almost 8 years, and that vision that I saw in the beginning, like, you know, almost 8 years ago, not only that it's happening now, but it's just way beyond my imagination. So I'll see you all at the forensic. So back to you, Lior.
Awesome, awesome. Lot of excited people over there at the Toronto Regional Center. And we're going to go from Canada over to the US. I know that we have Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao, who unfortunately couldn't make it yesterday to the CDSE event. However, because she was traveling in California to do tours and events, so she was working hard. But I know that she knows the excitement that's going to be happening in the phase 5, and I know she's super excited about it. So, hi Sherry, welcome to the call. I've unmuted you if you want to unmute yourself and share your excitement about phase 5.
Hello, Leo. Can you hear me well?
Yes, loud and clear.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, I was working hard while you guys play hard. That's how much I can say about yesterday. So, well, this phase 5 is going to be absolutely incredible. Being with company for almost 8 years now, and the company go through the phases like 3, 4, now 5, and there's so much incredible incentives, so much great changes that's going to take us to the billion. So I know every one of us are excited. There are a lot of things that need to be done for the next decade, and we are going to the billion. So that we cannot really say exactly what's in it, but in a couple of weeks, everything is going to be launched, and just get ready. Every one of us got on this call. If you are serious to build your business, get ready. And if you by any chance you cannot be there physically on for the forensic weekend, the live streaming is there for us. So make sure that you register for that. This is the weekend. Get yourself ready. And do not miss. Do not miss. So we have incredible weekend happened. Just passed, and everyone get ready for the forensic. So to the billion, everyone. Thank you, Leo. Back to you.
Thank you, Sherry, and I feel your pain. I know we would love to be able to share all of the excitement with everybody, but we've been sworn to secrecy, and we're going to release all the details in a big way at the forensic event. So, that's exactly why you want to be at forensic. You want to be there because of the insane announcements that you're going to hear. And again, you can see a trailer to a movie, or you can see the movie itself. And the movie is so much better than the trailer, and that's why everybody needs to be at the forensic event. It's just going to be crazy. So in front of you, you can see on the screen the details of the forensic event coming up July 10th and 11th, 2015 at the International Plaza. Now, I know that the early bird price of $179 has finished, and the current price is $229. However, I know that there are some regional ambassadors who have a special code because they have purchased many tickets for their team. So speak to your upline regional ambassador, find out if they have any extra tickets left, and they can give you that special code, because that will allow you to get the early bird pricing of $179. I know that it's going to be jam-packed event, standing room only. I know that there's people flying in 30 hours from Australia, spending $3, $4, $5,000 just to be there. So if you're serious about your business, obviously these people are serious about their business. They understand how important it is to attend these events, because these events are what takes your business to a whole other level. You also have to understand that your team is going to do what you do. So if you're at this event, your team's going to be at this event. And if your team's going to be at this event, they can be successful. They're going to get the information and the knowledge that's going to give them the power to have success in their business. And so you need to have everybody from your team there, which means you need to be there. It's just going to be an incredible event put on by the forensic networker himself, the CEO founder of our company, Ramin Mesgarlu, who has built teams of 100,000 people. Would you like to know how to build teams of 100,000 people? Would you like to know how to make over $5-6 million as a distributor like he has? Would you like to know how to create millionaires in your team? This is it. 7 years ago, I wanted to quit my job. I wanted to be able to work from home, have the lifestyle. Forensic is the training that allowed me to be happily unemployed for the last 6.5, 7 years, to fire my boss, to be able to live the lifestyle, to travel all around the world, to do all the things that I've wanted to do because of the forensic networker training. You have to be there if you're serious about having time and financial freedom. It's a must, must, must. Now, if for some reason you cannot be there, well, I don't know how the company does it, but they've created the live streaming option. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's not as good as being there. The experience of being there, the people you're going to meet, taking pictures, there's going to be things that you cannot be a part of with the live stream. So, you know, the people that are going to be there are going to have an experience of a lifetime. But if you cannot be there for whatever reason, you do have the live streaming option. I've just put up the flyer here for you. $79, you get to watch the full 2 days of training via satellite, and the downloadable worksheet so that you can participate in the training from home. So if you know people in your team who cannot be there for the live event, you need to make sure that they click to register for the live stream, and so that they can watch it from home. I know that there's people that are going to be having live streaming parties at their house. They're ordering food. They're going to have beverages. There's 10, 20 people in a house, and everybody's going to watch the training together as if they're actually going to be there. So if you're going to the event, but some people cannot, make sure you organize and set up for them a home live streaming party so that everybody can participate in this incredible training, so that we can help 1,000 people to become millionaires in global wealth trade, because 1,000 millionaires will have us go way beyond the billion-dollar company that we're all striving for, because we have a 70% payout, and 70% of a billion is 700 million. So the more millionaires that we can help, the more people we can help to become millionaires, the more money that we're going to have available to help more people to live financially free and to have the lifestyle that they've always wanted. And this forensic event is all going to start with the mega tour, ladies and gentlemen, July the 9th, 6:30 p.m. at the International Plaza. We're going to have exotic cars. I know that last year we had the Bentleys, the Lambos, the Rolls Royces, and you're going to be able to take pictures with your favorite exotic car. It's an amazing experience. You know, we have the cars all lined up in front of the hotel. All the people who come to the hotel are wondering, how come all these people are taking pictures with all of these luxury exotic cars? And it's a great prospecting opportunity. You meet a lot of people who are just walking into the hotel. So this is an opportunity for you to bring your guests and your prospects to the event. They're going to be able to meet people from Australia that are flying in. They're going to be able to meet people from Africa, from all around the world. It's just going to be ridiculous. And we're going to be showing people the tour. We're showing people how they can be a part of this company, how they can live the lifestyle. So if you have a guest, invite them to the tour. If you don't live in Toronto, invite all of the people you know in Toronto. If you don't know anybody in Toronto, find people in Toronto. If somebody lives in Hong Kong, tell them to fly to Toronto to come to this, all right? So that's how important it is. It's life changing. You have to be there, and you got to make sure that everybody's going to be there. Again, I don't know how we're going to fit everybody into that room. It's just going to be massive, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on the call today. Thank you, Karen Henry, for hosting. Thank you, Angele Prefontaine, for the incredible training that you did for us today. Thank you to all of you from all around the world. I see people from over 60, 70 countries on this webinar. Thank you for joining us on this webinar. And we're going to see you next week for another great edition of the Sunday Leadership Webinar. So have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.